Africa has some of the fastest developing nations in the world. And as the continent throws off its past, a new generation, a new language.
Everything is possible.
In 10 years from now, I believe I'm going to be a rich man.
From nothing, you can be someone.
They learn, they get theory, and then practice.
It is something that can change their lives.
That determination that I can do it.
It gave me hope.
I see myself as a lawyer, owning my own two firms.
The youth are the power of a nation.
UNIDO actually inspires us.
For the last 13 years, governments across Africa have been introducing entrepreneurship and business into the curriculums for thousands of school students. Virginia and Manuel Virieque is one of those benefiting from Entrepreneurship Curriculum Programme, or ECP. The result? She's been able to start a small hairdressing business that she operates in her free time.
Deu-me mais vontade de criar negócio. Este negócio que é de tratar cabelos dos meus vizinhos, atrás de fora. E também eles dão-me pouco de dinheiro para poder comprar material escolar, pagar despesas de casa.
In Mozambique, over half the country's 25 million are under the age of 18, so empowering this growing generation is vital.
O empreendedorismo mudou muito nele, porque ela já pensou em montar salão para ela. Eu visto que já veio material, né? Sim, ela está começando pouco a pouco a guardar material para começar a abrir o salão dela. Tem ajudado muito, né? Em tudo que ela faz.
Praticamente eles têm uma motivação, não seja porque apareceu uma nova disciplina que lhes cria mais interesse, que lhes dá novas oportunidades na vida, que eles aderem às aulas. Não faltam às aulas.
The government's partner, the UN Industrial Development Organization, UNIDO, advises on a curriculum, helps train teachers of other disciplines to take business classes, and monitors the programme. The vision is clear: fighting poverty with bottom-up business skills to build a private sector, creating jobs through companies rooted in their communities. The ECP programme was piloted in Mozambique. Now, barely more than a decade later, it's spread across Africa.
The idea is if you want to change the people's attitudes, you begin very early. That's the essence of entrepreneurship education, being starting in secondary schools when the children or when the students are still young and they're learning to learn, and therefore their minds are open.
Even while at school, there's vital income for young people and their families. Students can actually work on income-generated projects as part of the syllabus. Only 3/4 of them start business activities while at school, as here in Rwanda.
What kind of business can we start here, which is marketable to our students? They said they eat beans, whatever, and so on. They find out that if they sell avocados, then they can easily get a market. The market is the students, their fellow students will buy, and they buy some to use in their meals. And that's how they said, okay, let's have now avocado business.
This kind of practical project gives students real work skills, encouraging initiative, risk-taking and collaboration.
It helps us as members of Entrepreneurship Club, helps us to be more initiative, innovative, so that we can, even outside, look at what people need and also help us to find a business opportunity there.
Teachers have found that pupils are stimulated by this hands-on approach and sometimes surprise the teachers themselves. The lycée students notice some unused land at the school.
We see the school has land, which is an idle resource. That resource, definitely, as you see, it is land, and you know land is a factor of production. So they said, can't we utilize the land? Because as we were teaching them to become job creators than job seekers. So they said, can't we first begin with what we have?
Some students prefer to bring their business skills to the job market, and that's when the whole corporate sector benefits.
Most of them actually are taken up by the companies like Tigo, MTN. They are very creative because of the the entrepreneurship they have had here, and also the subject related to computer science. So they use that. And when they go, they get employed. And others also make their own business. So I meet them in the town.
An important target of the scheme, rural communities, where opportunities are fewer and it's harder to find work. It is hoped that a new generation of entrepreneurs who've benefited from rigorous assessment and training will have the skills to stimulate economic growth across Africa. But many participating countries face issues in widening the scheme to rural areas.
Yes, there were various challenges. I would say the big one, of course, that we all know, money. In a country as vast as ours, logistics, distances that had to be travelled, teachers that had to get from their schools to training venues, being provided for meals and accommodation for 2 weeks while the training was on, also for the entrepreneurship coordinator and ourselves to visit some of the schools to see how it is going.
Julius Mutisha is an ECP graduate and runs a solar light business in Rwanda. He teamed up with a UK company and now has several staff, and the business is worth $200,000.
Just want to understand. In the village where I grew up from, people were not able to get rates. And that's how I came with that idea after going through the entrepreneurship course. I found out that I can help people in Rwanda, even outside Rwanda, who are not having power, but again, you can do business, can even get money from that. So I decided to do social businesses from the small courses that I went through for entrepreneurship.
We had a contract of 2 years.
Julius is a great example of how ECP can work. He takes time out from his business to return to his old school to share his knowledge and experience with the next generation of students.
7,000 solar lights.
They are using they are electrifying in villages, so are you getting customers of your solar panels?
Before I do anything, I have consulted.
This sort of private sector involvement encourages pupils, provides continuity, a ripple effect throughout the community.
I see it going to another level. I see entrepreneurship training going to another level where some of our products can be able even to champion that and to go out. One of the things we ask them is to put in practice where they have been taught here at the academy, but number two, to go out there and play a part, just like they were trained, if they can go and become ambassadors and train others.
What's more, over a third of these budding entrepreneurs are girls, and that's vital because it's been hard here for women to take a full role in economic life. The programme's now empowering women across Africa.
I believe that women are the backbone of any country, any economy, because they are the ones looking after the children, and they will also be the ones that instill these different values and morals when it comes to the children. So exposing women and help them also to become entrepreneurs will just have a very big impact in general.
In classrooms all over Africa, a new sense of self-confidence is growing. UNIDO's work in the 11 countries so far involved has seen impact both in the schools and the wider society. Over 1 million pupils have received ECP training over the continent, and over 7,000 teachers have received training and support. As the scheme grows and is applied further afield, young people like Virginia are being given an opportunity to become self-reliant and make an enduring contribution to society.
O meu sonho daqui a 10 anos, eu gostaria de ter salão bem grande e trabalhadoras que podiam ajudar-me lá no salão a tratar o cabelo das meninas.
This, the most fundamental investment in Africa's future. This, the model, building up business culture to provide young people like Virginia with a ladder they can climb out of poverty and help others do the same. A platform for the generation of tomorrow.